And I just instantly was like, where's my passport?
The race is finally over.
So technically, I was stranded in the United States of America. A, I lost my passport. B, I lost my phone.
Yeah.
She's looking through, she couldn't find anything. This is my bestie's lip gloss. I'm gonna link the description below. But this is the lip gloss I use for my face. Guys, speaking of my face, I just had like a lesson learned about like the relationship I have personally with YouTube and who I want to be. I literally just wipe my face off makeup because I realized that this is who I like to be on camera. Anyways guys, welcome back to my channel. I mean, this YouTube channel is developing as much as like I'm developing as a person, so it's really fun to have like this part of my life kind of documented. Anyways guys, welcome to Portland part 2. What really happened in Portland? Oh my god, Portland. Every time I even think about like Portland last week, it's just the funniest things. I'm recording this video a week and a half after Portland, and if you guys want, grab your drinks. I grabbed my water. 2 major things happened Portland part 2. A, I lost my passport. B, I lost my phone. Brand new phone. I'm laughing now because I think I'm the type of person that when things happen to me, it's either I'm crying or I'm laughing. It's both big extremes for me. So after the race, I kind of felt like very calm because let's get real, I ran between a pace of 5:30 and 6. I wasn't trying to speed it. I wasn't trying to like race the race because my priority is a half marathon in 2 weeks from now. I didn't want to take it so seriously because races come and go. I guess the last scene from the last episode you guys saw was like me running on the beach by myself. Couldn't find my team. Found my team. We all went out for pizza. I think I have some footage that I found on my iCloud, because when you lose your phone, sometimes you can like almost save bits and pieces. Sometimes I can't even believe I lost that phone. Sorry guys, the audio might change because I'm recording from my phone. My camera's heating up. The next day after the race, Mana and I decided to do this cruise that Mana was kind enough to actually plan, which was so much fun.
Morning guys. The race is finally over. We're back to normal in our pits. We're about to head on a cruise. Girl thing. And this cruise is cutie. It's gonna give us a tour and get to see the city, I guess, by the water. It's a brunch, like all you can eat brunch buffet. Unlimited mimosas. Champagne.
What the only sort of pain I like.
Champagne.
Intellectual murder people edition. Cock and fire full of gun like Remington. Fully charged up, he got fi kill a man. Ratty gang fi me gang, pussy run up with your boy. Kryptonite coming out of the muscle fighting at the middle of the night to make the place getting noisy. You never know, see a little juvenile coulda run in a yard and take a 3 pints. Babylon, Panellian in the street, and the main and the bucky man, Jesus Christ. No make him run, no make him out, no make him sleep. Even nights more, yeah, dash when nobody can find. You must be sick. And a 17, I jump in at this 45 feet, me caught it, now miss. Me finger move swift, me gun them now stick. Cover them sick. It's me. Coming up kill 2 of them up in at this 45 feet, me caught it, now miss. Me finger move swift, me gun them now stick. Why do I tell them get the tongue cooked up? Every guns up, every killer mass up. Mass have a pandemic, no, does a clot up. Does a man not dead the way I feel my lips. No, so you must mad, my killer them no works up. Long as him a talk food too well sharp up. And now I be gun for anything start up. Fully lock, fully charged and fully carb up. You must be sick. And a 17, I jump in at this 45 feet, me caught it, now miss. Me finger move swift, me gun them now stick. Cover them sick. It's me. Coming up kill 2 of them up in a this 45 feet, me caught it, now miss. Me finger move swift, me gun them now stick. Intellectual murder people edition. Cock and fire full of gun like Remington, fully charge up. Big up a killer man, ratty gang for me gang. Pussy run up with your man. We make the man up, boom, body up his up. And no heart attack, in a head back. Like sponge up, put the rest spot. Mother belly company when me let me stamp. How you know about gunmanship? Gonna feel it from them started. Babylon staying town in the frying for gun for medicine and your mammals. How you know about gunmanship? Gonna feel it from them started. Babylon staying town in the frying for gun for medicine and your mammals.
I was really worried that like we would have nothing to do while we were eating, but there was enough time. Really nice couches to like chill, and you're allowed to actually bring your like drinks up here, so they even give you a little map over there. Guys, definitely a 10 out of 10.
Your body are too tight and neat. Anybody who got eyes can't see. She just wanna dance and tease. She just wanna dance and tease.
Alright guys, we just finished the cruise. It was very much worth it. I'm gonna link the cruise in the description below. If you're ever in Portland,
The only thing that's worth
come
it.
with. Food was great, steak was great,
Champagne,
great, beautiful views.
10 out
Yeah,
of 10.
10 out.
All right, so after the boat cruise, we caught up with two of our friends that were actually our teammates. Their flight was like later at night, so we thought make the best of like Portland before all the sadness hit. Had time for the day to enjoy. So anyways, we go to this bar, met some people there, and when you're traveling, guys, I highly recommend just like trying to make friends. And the girl that we met at the bar ended up, this is the craziest part, she was like, I literally live on Niagara, I'm on Liberty, and she's literally right across the street. And I was like, I've never run into you before, but it's so cool getting to meet you out. Then we ended up going to another bar, and it was really nice. Picked up some food. Just it's called Jackie's. You guys, if anyone's going to Portland, on Jackie's is such a vibe for the night, and it was such a vibe for like a day party during the weekend.
Wanna dance and tease. She just wanna dance and tease me. She just wanna dance and tease me. She just wanna dance and tease me. Listen, you've been missing since 2016. Squid at me 150. You know that's my sister. When she speak, I listen. She swears you're my missing. I say we think different.
After Jackie's said our goodbyes to her friends, listen to the story. Miana and I are just ready for like any girls' night in. I'm like thinking of the food I even want to order, or just like watching the movie. She could even the movie we're watching. It was a strange movie, just like some UK girls, like they were just like up to like mischief, teenage girls. And I was like, I don't know, I compared the movie to like part of my life, and I was like, what if somebody were to get into my hotel room and like steal my passport, blah blah blah. I had all these thoughts, and then all of a sudden I just thought about my passport. And why I thought about my passport is because the day before, after the race, just before we went out for dinner to pizza, I had organized all my stuff. I like took everything out of my suitcase. I took out everything out of my like carry-on bag that I used to go to the race with all the change of clothes I had for the road. I just didn't think of my passport. I only thought of my passport because of the movie. And I just instantly was like, where's my passport? The trip changed instantly. I knew instantly it wasn't with me. I started messaging my friend that, so we had two cars at the ultra marathon, and the car that I was in was like van 2 is what we called it. The driver of van 2 had borrowed the car from his sister in Vancouver. If you guys aren't Canadian, Toronto to Vancouver is flying east to west. We're very much on the east side of Canada, and if you're gonna fly to Vancouver, it's on the west side. So think of it, I'm trying to get home on Tuesday on the east side of Canada, and my passport apparently is in Vancouver. I messaged him and I was like, hey, I just, I can't find my passport in the hotel. Do you by any chance have my passport in your car? He's like, I'm almost at my sister's, which was in Vancouver. Portland to Vancouver is 6 hours, guys. And I was just like, finding out all this information as I'm realizing my passport is not with me. And he's like, as I opened the trunk, your passport literally fell out of the trunk. Like, as he opened up the trunk, my passport fell on the ground. I was just so happy that it didn't fall out of the trunk where I was like changing outfits for the race and like on the go with the race, because the race was just like very go go go. As you guys could see in the last video, I couldn't like record the entire thing because it was just very much on the go, and I was also running. So I'm just happy that it didn't fall out as I was like pulling out outfits. So tell me why my passport is lost. The immediate reaction from that honestly was go to bed. I just went to bed. Like, end of story. That night ended very quickly. Manna was so nice, and she was just being a friend and was like, let me check your bags for you. Can I see if I can find it? I like threw all my bags to her. She's looking through, she couldn't find anything. I just like laid down on my bed, and I just knew the amount of stress I was about to be in. So technically, I was stranded in the United States of America. Even in my life, my passport was already back in Canada before me. That's the craziest part. How that worked out is we woke up the next morning. My friend that had my passport was like, you can go get temporary travel documents from an embassy that didn't even exist. Luckily, because I have a Canadian passport, we ended up calling the like actual embassy on the East Coast, and they were like, we can get you an appointment for tomorrow if you want to come in. Tomorrow, meaning my flight was tomorrow. My flight was actually on Tuesday, the next day at 8 a.m. And they were like, oh, you can come in tomorrow for an appointment and we can process the documents in 2 to 3 business days. It was Tuesday, you guys. Pardon? I needed to get back for work. I only booked off my days for work till Thursday. My friend was like, listen, the best I can do for you is drive down to Seattle, which is 2 hours away from Vancouver. So Seattle to Vancouver, Canada. Seattle's in the States. He'll drive there. And for me, it was a 3.5 hour drive. I'm not from America. I live in Toronto, babes. So for me to now drive all the way to Seattle meant renting a car. We're gonna meet you in Seattle. Like, the day was just like not going the best, and I honestly, that day I was just having bad luck after bad luck. That day, I think the one lesson I learned was just like keep it moving. Thank God for Manna, my best friend, who just like kept me on a good vibe and kept me like trying to basically make the best of the trip. So she makes the drive. She literally made the drive 3.5 hours out to Seattle and 3.5 hours back. Like, you guys, I had to take a break to like eat because the story is so long. Our first stop was this one donut place called Voodoo Donut. The top spots in Portland to visit in terms of like big foodies. So we tried one of those. I think I ended up having like a apple fritter. I'm an apple fritter girl because I like them baked. Then we hit the road. Fast forward, like, even our friend that was driving down to Portland from Vancouver suggested so many good places that I'm going to also put in the description below to visit while you guys are in Portland. We visited this like almost like market, like a farmer's market. It was closed, but it just had very nice viewpoints to visit. We went to like a Ferris wheel that you actually see in Love is Blind, and I'm so grateful for my best friend Manna, because she was just the one to like keep me motivated, keep me sane through this trip, even though knowing like, oh my gosh, I'm in this crisis where I'm looking for my passport, and like back to back I was just like getting not the best of luck. I had her by my side to just like keep me like good. So I'm very grateful for good friends, and I'm grateful for you, Manna, and I love you if you're watching this video. We got my passport. We ended up driving back at like 9 at night, and we got back to our hotel at like midnight. The next morning we had to be up at 8:15 in the morning. Got my passport. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I did buy a new iPhone for more content purposes, and I ended up losing it. I have no idea, guys. I was so tired that day that I could not tell you exactly where this iPhone is, or like where it could possibly be. I've been trying to look for it. The phone is dead. I don't even know what country it's in. I don't know if it's in America. I don't even know if it's in Canada. I don't know if it's in Canada. I just know that like this phone is dead and I cannot find it. It could be in this house. That's the craziest part, because this phone has been off on Find Your iPhone forever. I don't even trust myself to travel again. But okay, that's the story of Portland. I'm just very much ready to like close the chapter of Portland. That was a lot. You that have been like following me, like kudos to you for even like being part of this and following me along this whole YouTube journey. I really appreciate it. That's the end of my video, guys. I'm really happy that I like explained Portland and closing Portland, because I'm ready for the next chapter of my life. Don't go there for vacation. It's not a thing. But definitely race Hood to Coast if you ever get the opportunity to, because Hood to Coast was a good time and it was such a good challenge for myself. So I'll see you guys in my next episode. Stay tuned for something very interesting. I'm about to record in a couple of days, which I'm very excited for. We'll see what you guys think. I'll see you guys in my next episode. Subscribe and share my YouTube video if you can.